Dang, man, yo. So daylight savings time is up, and I just realized that from now on, my news will come out at 2 a.m. instead of 3 a.m. Thank God. Okay, so going into it, Camp for Your Own World Round 1 is making a return. This banner is very hit or miss on whether or not you should summon on it. I do believe that Hikone is still the best mind character in the game. Nelliel is definitely like top 3, if not top 5, and Grimmjow is definitely like top 30. Actually, you know what? I still think that he's the best heart character in the game that is an Espada with a Ronkar killer with a charged attack, and then there's a range unit. He's definitely up there. All right, oh man, no, let's get this band is pretty bad. Honestly, Hikone and Nelliel are really good. Let's get into it and see how the fillers are. Now, I wouldn't really recommend summoning on the droplet banner. My personal recommendation is summon on Hikone's individual, and we'll go over that in a little bit because I did look at it just to see exactly what's down here. So Power Aizen, Mind Jushiro, Bond Ichigo, all these characters are actually very good. I wouldn't recommend summoning on this simply because it's a 3% banner and a 0.5% chance of actually getting Hikone or Nelliel, a 1% chance on getting either. But personally, I think that you guys should concentrate on specializing on which character you want. Going into Hikone, I do believe he actually has a reasonable banner. He does have speed 20 DR Shinji as well as Tesla, which Tesla is kind of okay. Going into Hikone, the reason I think that he's the best character, best mind character in the game is he has no affiliation as his affiliation, and then he has a Soul Reaper Killer, which is, in my opinion, best in the game. 778 Spiritual Pressure is nothing to scoff at, along with weakening on all of his attacks. Second strong attack is a huge AoE, and his third strong attack is a regular full screen third strong attack. First strong attack is a standard lunge, a little bit of a delay on its opening, but does have some very good range on it. Strong attack recharge link along with Sprinter plus 2, long stride, frenzy, and debilitator plus 5 seconds for that weakening, paralysis immunity, and overall he's just a very, very strong unit. Having devastation 40% along with weakening on all of your attacks is, in my opinion, very, very good. Going into Shinji, I don't think he's anything too special. I do feel like he does have his own place in Tower of Ordeals. However, he is mainly used as a damage reduction 20% link, and that's pretty much all of his uses, despite having Soul Reaper Killer. Yeah, I mean, honestly, he's not overly impressive. He has confusion as his stamina as his status ailments, and even with debilitator, I think that confusion is a one very, very weak status ailment. Going into Tesla, I think that Tesla is actually okay. 769 spiritual pressure barrier on his second strong attack. He is a strong attack damage link, which is underwhelming. Frenzy, where is it? Yeah, he does have frenzy, devastation 40%, long reach 20%, bruiser 20%. In my opinion, I don't really think he makes a too good of a hybrid because of his lower than average attack for a character with frenzy. His barrier is okay. He does have a Soul Reaper Killer, so he could be useful when it comes to autoing IZ and other content like that. But I do feel like he falls short in terms of being worth link slotting and transcendent slotting, which in my opinion is probably one of the more important features of powering up a character nowadays. And like, if you don't link slot him and if you don't trans slot him, he's not going to perform anywhere near as good as someone that you do. So that's pretty much my take on this Hikone banner. I did peep the Grimmjow banner. I didn't think that it was at all impressive. In my opinion, Grimmjow is a very underwhelming unit. Unfortunately, despite his art, guys, he's not really too crazy to play with. He is a strong attack damage link, frenzy, debilitator plus 2 seconds, lacerate on all of his attacks, I believe. First strong attack is a standard range collision, first strong attack projectile. Third strong attack is a charge skill, no full screen radius at all. And his second strong attack is it's an AoE attack around him, I think, or it's a crawling vortex. I actually don't really remember. It's actually been quite a while. Either way, very good stats. He's an overall okay character. I don't think he's bad. My issue with him isn't that he's bad or even mediocre. I think that he's pretty good. I just feel like there are so many other characters that just do it better, sadly. Cayenne, pretty underwhelming despite having Soul Reaper Killer. His first and second strong attack don't really hit as much as you would like. His second strong attack is a crawling vortex, which is kind of nice, but unless you have a killer advantage, he doesn't really deal the damage that you would like him to. Range collision, first strong range. It's a ranged attack with range collision on his first strong attack, so kind of little underwhelming, honestly. And then his third strong attack is a regular full screen, but I feel like other characters just do it better. Like we have Byakuya now, we have no, I think it's just mainly Byakuya. I'd say even White Ichigo might clear faster than this Kaien, unfortunately. I think that this Kaien's very good for Guild Quest if you keep him at level 1 with the Frenzy and Sprinter. And Marechio, he has his place in Warrior's Path. I know that there's one place where there's a lot of captains, and they are all Soul Reapers as well. So he literally just destroys that entire stage. But the damage inflicted at low stamina is mainly for the Go Hard players. Weakened defense on his special is kind of nice with the bombardment. Like, he's definitely going to nuke, and his Sprinter plus 2 is kind of nice. Like, I don't think he's bad, but unfortunately, his stats are average. His stats are, like, above average as a whole, like 724 attack and 728 spiritual pressure, but he has a bruiser of 40% and a berserker of 30%. And unfortunately, in this new meta, you kind of need at least like 50 to 60 of each just to be somewhat strong for the current content. So for PvE, I don't think he's really all that good unless you're doing Warrior's Path with 3 bosses that are all Captain Soul Reapers. And that's pretty much all there is for that banner. So I honestly would say if you're going to summon on any banner, Hikone is probably your best bet. And then Grimmjow, I would honestly recommend skipping. Going into Nelliel, I actually haven't seen this myself. Sajin, so Speed Sajin and Heart or Hime. That's actually not bad. I actually really love this Nelliel. She's really strong. And then on top of that, every single one of her NAD attacks is the same length as what is it called? As a flash step. So she pretty much has like a four hit NAD string, and it's kind of like you're doing four flash steps, which makes you clear content very, very quickly, especially if you have killer advantage and are actually able to kill all the enemies in one hit. If you have a gold chap, like a red gold chappy, and then like hollow bait combo, or the dildo worm with like 30% attack, she might be like one of your best options. Like, she clears quick, she has weaken on everything, moving vortex around herself whenever she uses her second strong attack. And then on top of that, her third strong attack is a 1000 radius into an explosion, which is it's like a third strong attack into a vacuum. Strong attack recharge 12% link to get her vortex back. Honestly, I was very underwhelmed with her getting strong attack recharge, but since she does have that moving vortex that lasts a long time, along with a bruiser of 80% and a PvE killer, I don't think she's bad at all. Sporting Poise and Sprinter plus 1 if you decide not to use her NAD to go across the board, with Berserker 40%, Devastation 30%, and then, like I said, weakening on everything along with Debilitator. She's a very strong unit. I actually really recommend going for her if you have the spare orbs. I wouldn't say go all in, guys. There's always going to be better down the line. Expect some characters to power creep these units now, right? Sajin, he's not a bad unit. I don't want to go too deep into him. I don't think he's worth going for personally. If you get him, he's not a bad unit by any means. I just don't think that he's busted like Hikone or Nelliel. Sporting Poise, Frenzy, Debilitator plus 5 seconds. I believe Paralysis on 2 of his 3 strong attacks, and then his special move. Like, I don't think he's bad at all. His main issue, in my opinion, is just that he's a hollow killer, and there's a lot of speed hollow killers that outrank him, in my opinion. I'm gonna say in my opinion a lot because people get triggered and then go ahead and cry on Reddit, like, say, oh my god, Spite hates my character. Like, no, just sit your bitch ass down, calm yourself, like, lick the frosting off your nipples and go sit down, go to sleep. Or Hime Bond version, she's actually pretty good. But unfortunately, in my opinion, she's only really even remotely decent in, what am I talking about? Pretty good. She's pretty bad. Okay, I'll be real with y'all. She's pretty bad. Her only real place, in my opinion, is probably Chronicle Quest. She does have a floor. I don't know if it's Tower of Ordeals or Warrior Path where she's really good. But my issue with her is that she has 760 attack, a bruiser of 50%, not 80, not 100%, not flurry. Just a bruiser of 50% with a damage reduction of 20% and a captain killer. Like, to be honest, she's really just a damage reduction link for Unohana, and that's honestly about it. She has a barrier on a second strong attack, and her only heal is on her special move, which it is a good heal, but when you can only use it really once per stage, she just doesn't really hold up. Like, she really doesn't. Either way, this banner, in my opinion, is either a summon if you don't have Nelliel, but I would very, very much restrict it to like maybe even only 5 singles as like a just toss it away, see how the 125 orbs treats you. If you don't get her, don't like just stop. If you're 2 out of 3 on this banner, you already have Sajin and Orihime, don't even bother summoning. I would actually recommend you summon on the droplet banner, unfortunately. Excuse me, I'm like coughing up. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. And we do have Senkaimon is back. That's pretty good. Still have 10 days on this double chance banner. Honestly, I would actually recommend summoning on double chance rather than risking your orbs on the Can For Your Own World Volume 1. Like I said, there's definitely going to be better characters down the line. And Hikone, honestly, you can replace him. I mean, I don't think he's easily replaceable, but I do feel like you can replace him with several other characters. So let's check out this shop, see if we can actually buy this $43 million download ticket. Is it available? No, not yet. Okay. So that's coming out tomorrow. Alright, but I'm gonna leave it at that. I was gonna buy this and then record it, but whatever. I'm gonna leave it at that. You'll notice, guys, grind on, catch up, hit me up, stay blessed. I hope I didn't take too much of your time. I wish you all the best of luck in your summons. Yeah. Good luck, guys. I know that a lot of people are gonna be summoning, especially with some Kaimon now. Oh man, y'all have a great night. Stay blessed, y'all. Love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate you. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.